So TDTV joins you tonight. A little bit late here. We're already in the action, but we are back for the season finale for the Southern Outlaw Street Stock Series. Of course, my name's Ryan Williams, joined tonight by a guest commentator, normal competitor for the SOAR Street Stocks, Mr. Michael Hall. Michael wasn't running too good at night, saw that I needed a little bit of help when I finally was able to get in. So he said, hey, we'll come and help you out. So Michael, welcome into the show here as I join in almost halfway through this race. I do apologize to everybody out there, had some difficulties getting off of work in time, but we are here. Michael is here, and so far, Mike, how has Irwindale been?
It's been pretty racy tonight, Ryan. Unfortunately, the number 5 Hooters machine, it wasn't very good today. Didn't get much practice time in the car, but it's showing a lot of racing up there at the front, from what I could see all the way in the back. So we're going to go here and we're going to get in the stands and up in the booth and see how the racing's going.
Well,
get a real better view.
You were talking about doing an in-car cam, and for the start of this one, we're going to go to an in-car cam real quick and watch on with current second-place man in points, James Murphy, as he tries to hunt down Andrew Rutherford. Now, the way it sits, Michael, I know you're also, you do a little bit of admin duty with the series here. The way the drops work, is there any possible way that Murphy can make up 20 points here tonight? I don't believe there is, unless he's got one really bad race that's sitting there and he hasn't gotten rid of. I have no idea.
I'm just not quite sure. I mean, I don't think so. I mean, these two guys have been so consistent all season.
Absolutely.
And then, the last 2 weeks, the one would mess up. Murphy, I think he had a very bad run in New Smyrna, but the very next week, I think before that, Rutherford did as well. So that might have canceled each other out. And I just don't see it unless one has, a really bad night tonight. I just can't see it happening, unfortunately. But we still have some good action here on the track.
It was looking pretty good for James up until last week. Got some bad luck. The only thing that I don't really understand drop races, but they seem to work for people. But there is a pretty nice battle here. Old Rodney Huntoon making some moves here tonight as we join you almost 30 laps in. As your boy Danny Brown just crashed. Yellow flag will fly.
Man, we got to go back and see that one.
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure what happened there.
I'm about to hit the replay button here myself and see what happened with Danny. I think he kind of looped it off. Yeah, just kind of looped it himself out of turn. I believe that's turn 2 there. So I'm even going to throw up. Let's see here if I can find the track map. There it is. We're going to throw the track map up here and see exactly what happens. Yep, Danny Brown just kind of loops it there. Solo crash on lap number 34. Now, I was a little bit late here in the session. Is that the first crash of the race?
Yes, that was the first crash of the race.
First?
The thing with these cars, Ryan, is they're just so finicky. I mean, at some tracks, you can just keep your foot in it, and it's no problem. But coming off the corners here sometimes, especially late in a run, you really got to feather it. And I think Danny probably was digging, probably catching up to Brian Toller there. And,
Absolutely.
Just got a little trigger happy there on the gas.
Yeah, it is tricky at a track like this, especially. This one's a little more banked than some of the tracks that you guys have run this year, and when them tires get hot, they start to slide around on them a little bit, and that looks like it's exactly what happened with Danny there. But he'll fall to the rear and try to make it up here. But it looks like so far, it's telling me that Brian Hacker is plus 13. Is that correct?
No, Brian Hacker's a very good driver.
Yes.
I don't think he's in the Ned Jarrett territory at Darlington. Plus 13, no. But he maybe 13 seconds. He looked like he had quite the lead there.
It's telling me that he started 14th and he's leading the race.
Oh, I see. See, Ryan, I thought you were talking about the laps. Now, yes.
No.
No. Honestly, I don't believe he did start last. I think he was right up there in the top 3, if I'm not mistaken. Let me go take a look here at the.
It's telling me that he has gained 13 spots. Huntoon has gained 8. Rutherford's up 4, and you are plus 2. You're plus.
Brian Treadwell. I'd like to thank Thomas Engel and Brian Treadwell for not even starting parking the race tonight. Thomas Brian Hacker did start second.
Okay, so my things are a little off here then, just a little bit. But we are quickly approaching the halfway point of the race. But like you were saying, so it's been pretty much Hacker dominant since the drop here. Who qualified on pole, if you don't mind?
Andrew Rutherford, so he got some
Okay.
even more bonus points,
Gotcha.
I believe, to cushion that lead that he has over James.
So Rutherford, yeah, pretty much. I think it's all at this point kind of said and done as far as the points go. Rutherford will win it. James, of course, is solo in second. If I pull back up what Reed posted after Kentucky, let's see. I believe Colt Martin. Yeah, Colt Martin sitting in third. He won't be caught by David Gross. Let's see. Elliott finishes fifth. And where'd you end up in points? Let's see here. Let's scroll on. Dang, how far down are you?
Yeah. Quite far, you know. It didn't really get a lot of luck here, but we're
13th
gonna
from Mr. Michael
go back
Hall as
to
we go back
green.
green flag racing. Yeah. Hey, 13th in points for you. Not what you were looking for, I don't think. But I mean, all is well and good in the world of racing.
Yeah, you know, we got Pete Dillon here making a hell of a move on the outside,
yeah.
but you know, I think as some of our fans probably seen a few points. You know, I had some good runs, and a lot of times just didn't get the finish show for it. You know, whether it be just bad luck and caught up in a wreck or what have you, and you know, life happens as well. Missed a few races. Sponsorship money didn't cash, so couldn't show up.
Well, talk to me for just a second. Oh, Elliott, hold on to it. Oh, Elliott Vining just about went for a ride there. But talk to me for a second. This track, obviously, you see where the lines end the speedway at the bottom, but these guys are dipping well below that. Exactly how wide is this speedway? Is Brian Hacker's almost in the grass here?
Yeah, you know, there's really, you know, typically I believe on a fast lap you want to be up at the top. You know, you get a lot of momentum off the top, of course. But when I was running here, the laps I did get in, it seemed like as the run went on, and I know we're starting off here, but it just seemed like the bottom really came in.
Well, oh, Hacker in the wall there, but yeah, Brian, he's down there, turns 3 and 4. He is absolutely all over the grasses. We got a hell of a battle here. Rutherford trying to take second away from Pete Dillon. Dillon's going to give up the spot here. And how about Rodney Huntoon there, a guy that we hadn't seen for a few weeks, and he's in the top 5 looking for more positions. These some pretty good battling here. Dillon's going for a ride.
Oh, Pete Dillon in the wall. Oh, and Murphy's collected, I believe.
Wow. Yeah, I saw it. I said Dillon goes for a ride. He absolutely did. And James did too there. Let's see if there's any damage to the front of that machine. That looked like a shot there for James.
I think it's good to say those two cars are clobbered.
Yeah, right in front of Murphy's machine is crinkled like a crushed Coke can, and Dillon about the same. As we look at it, Pete Dillon there in the number 7, one of those guys that was in contention for a Rookie of the Year as we were looking at it. Man, so this place a little bit wild here. That like you were just saying, all it took was for one person to miss a mark there and get loose, just like what happened with Danny Brown not too long ago.
Exactly, and you know, caution's very caution.
Absolutely.
And when you bunch these guys back up, and it's been a trend all year. You know, in the car, it's just track position is so key, especially in these cars. They're a little difficult to pass. You know, our guys like Andrew Rutherford, Brian Hacker, you know, they're just on another level, and they know those little intricacies to get by. But for the majority of us, it's such a challenge. And you see here they're digging, and sometimes that just tends to happen on the restarts.
Absolutely, yeah. Everybody's right there fighting for that same line on the bottom of the speedway, because that's so far to me has seemed to be the fastest line. Rutherford was using it to get by. I believe he got by Dillon there to take second, and it looked like Dillon was trying to get back down right in front of Rodney. And you know, they run out of real estate there. It happens in real life, happens right here on iRacing as well. But so far from what we've seen, the racing has been good here at a place that I'm not familiar with this racetrack hardly at all. I think I may have run here one time, but other than that, I haven't seen it. But where are we in the land? Is this one of those Australian tracks? Do you have any idea?
No, this is one of those, I believe, the Toyota. I think they used to have this thing years ago on the short tracks. I can't remember the name of it. It was something to do with Toyota.
Somewhere in the
it's out
USA.
in California.
Yeah, oh, okay. It's
one of those rare short tracks in California.
Gotcha. Man, I'm learning just as much as I'm commentating here tonight so far. I got in here late. I'm all out of whack. I'm usually, I have like 30 minutes to prepare, but not tonight. I got sent out to do some work late, and it really affected me here. But already over halfway, so it looks like I'm gonna have a short night, I guess.
Hey Ryan, I'll be back in just a second.
So while Michael steps away, the running order as you see it on your screen, Hacker and Rutherford are your front row leaders. Huntoon Gross row 2, Martin Christensen row number 3, Vining Sale row 4, row 5 is Toller and Dillon as we get set for a restart here into lap number 50 here at the Irwindale Outer Ring for the final time of the season here with the SOAR Street Stocks. There you see the track map come back into play off turn number 4. Green flag gonna fly. Hacker back on the loud pedal. And we are off and running once again. Still over halfway done of this thing. And we've got one down to the bottom already. Looks like the 49 of Elliott Vining down there in that Lowe's home improvement machine. As Elliott trying to pick up spots here. A win a couple of weeks ago at a road course. And since then has caught the short end of the stick. But back up front, yeah,
wide there
absolutely, yeah. Back up front, though, 2 wide. Now Rutherford battles for the lead. Man, 2 by 2.
Get that run up the high line.
Absolutely.
This is going to be a good battle right here. That I would say probably the best 2 in these cars.
Yeah, from what we've seen this year, it is. Now, Rutherford's, his rise to the top was crazy because you saw him last season. He raced with us for about, I believe, half the season last year, and you know was a mid-pack car, and I'm not sure exactly what he figured out, but whatever he figured out, it absolutely works. As he's still solo second place, trying to get that run, like you said, to get around leader Hacker.
Yeah, whatever he did in the off season, I think I need to get in touch with him, go talk with him, and see what he did with these things. You know, it's been quite impressive seeing that improvement from him, for sure.
Absolutely has, man. And
we got Rodney coming in here too in this battle.
Yeah, I was about to say Rodney's right there, and then right behind them you were 2 by 2 for I believe that's 4th and 5th. There is Colt Martin and David Gross, I believe it is. They're trading this spot back and forth. Yeah, David's able to take it.
David's making some ground right here.
Yes, he is.
Big time. He's looking like he's making that top line work really well.
It's a little bit loose there, though. That's the thing that we've been seeing all night long. These guys running that top line there, just getting a little bit loose and not able to hold the run.
Yeah, when you go into the corner, you know, the car just kind of bottoms out on that top line, and it just gets the car upset a little bit, and it takes a moment to gather it back up. So the fact that he's able to get in there so hard and keep that momentum going off the corner is showing his talents. Absolutely.
And as far as lap times are concerned, Rodney Huntoon right now the fastest of your top 3. Yeah, he is quick, man. Hacker. There you go. What happened there?
What a slide job right there. Wow, what a move by Rutherford right there. That is, wow. And here comes Hooten as well, trying to follow him through.
Yeah, Andrew just took advantage of like the one mistake there. That's the big thing. You don't see Brian make a mistake very often, but when he does, he's giving up the lead there as Rutherford back to the top. But look at this run. Look at this run for David Gross right now. That top line is moving, son. Wow.
Wow.
Looks like me racing dirt last night. Good Lord.
You know, I was thinking that, Ryan. I was thinking, man, this for an asphalt track, this thing sure does run like a dirt track, and that's probably why I was mired back in 11th, because I have no dirt experience. But here comes back Brian Hacker.
Yeah. Now that you say it, it is weirdly racing like that, because not only, obviously, I mean, your bottom's a little bit faster, but these guys are really able to make it work on the top. As, like he said, Hacker retakes the lead, but Rutherford still gets a heck of a run going down into turns 1 and 2 here. And that 35 not going anywhere anytime soon. 21 laps to go here. As I believe your top 4 splitting away. Martin trying to inch back closer to him. 6th place is our old buddy Reed Christensen. I hated it for Reed because the one week that I was feeling absolutely terrible, he decides to pop off and win one. And I felt bad that I just didn't have the voice to talk to him there. So I apologize to Reed, but good on him. This is his series, and I want to say that's like his first win in 2 years. Not throwing any shots at him, but still really happy for Reed on that one. But back up front, man, we're single file now.
Yeah, just to go touch back on Reed here while we have just a tad of a lull here at the battle at the front.
Oh,
You know, he's just
James gave him a shot. I thought something was about to happen there.
yeah, but back to Reed. I mean, he's been running so good, really, and he just never has the finish. He just gets the worst luck, it seems like, and it was a monkey off his back, and I think the floodgates will probably open for him.
I hope so, and it works as about to go 3 wide. Dylan Sale. Oh man, that was close. Dylan Sale. Murphy gonna split him 3 wide. Good battle right here for what is this? 7th, 8th, 9th. Oh, Reed just got a shot. He's gonna go down low. We're still 3 wide. Your leaders might be having a good race, but back here at 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th is even better. Wow. How about that? Yeah, and the same thing with Elliott there, because obviously he was kind of lolling along here in the series this year and got that win on the road course and had a good run at Kentucky last week until I believe he met a bad fate towards the end of that one. A lot of guys met a bad fate last week.
Yep.
Kentucky's a tough track. It raced pretty much exactly the same that Charlotte did early in the week. Pack racing mentality. Really fun race to watch, though, especially there towards the end, is I believe Dylan Sale is finally going to get the better of this group and move into 7th. Is up front. I believe we got a battle for 2nd, and maybe a new 2nd place man there is Huntoon on the bottom going to take the spot here.
Yeah, he's really digging here, and now that looks like he's setting sail, no pun intended. He might have something for Hacker. He might.
He could. I still don't count Rutherford out here. 14 laps to go, man. Reed should have made this one a 100-lap race. They're clicking them off faster than I can blink right now, as they're running 20-second lap times. It is interesting though. I've been watching these recent lap times. These guys, they've already fallen off just since the start of this run. Already fallen off almost half a second here. It's just, and I'm not sure what you guys were running early in the race, but the fall off here seems to be a lot more than we've seen with most of the other tracks on the schedule.
Yeah, early on in the race, just looking at Rodney's lap times here, our 2nd place guy. Earlier in the race, he was running very high 19s, low 20s, and now it's just completely dropped off. He's now in the, he even had a 20 and a half.
20.2s,
yeah, so
20.3s,
It's not too bad. It's a couple tenths. Whoa.
That got close. Yeah, these guys
I will
hard.
say there's a lot of respect. There's a lot of respect right there.
Oh, yeah, these two pretty good friends. I believe David Gross right behind them, a teammate of Rutherford. So they're all gonna be racing hard, but they're gonna be racing with a ton of respect. As I believe Andrew finally gets back around him.
3 flames.
He does, but I believe that gap to the leader really starting to grow here. As Hacker's got about a quarter of a straightaway.
Yeah, if you're that 2 car, this is what you want to see in the rear view, and they're still going at it. Oh, Rutherford got loose there.
Yeah, Rutherford got loose. He'll lose spot number 2 once again. So 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and I believe 5th. Hold it, Colton Martin. Colton Martin gets a little squirrely off turn number 4 there, but back up front, like he just said, that was exactly what you were hoping for, was to have the guys behind you battling hard. And I believe Hacker's taken now. Let's actually pull up this scoring tower. Hacker with about a 2.5 second advantage over Huntoon, the 2nd place man now, with just 7 laps to go here at Irwindale. But pretty much everybody else, I believe, only you and Danny Brown out of the race so far. So it looks like everybody else has been able to really hold it down this run. We hadn't seen anybody get too terribly loose. No spin since that halfway caution.
Yeah, I think everybody here, quite obviously, they've gotten into momentum, and they're just digging for what they can here. Ooh, Reed gotten real loose. Reed's battling for that top 10 with Toller.
He definitely is. Let's see, he's falling off of Brian just a little bit here. Toller about a second out in front of Christensen. Brian, another one of those Ironman drivers that's raced, I believe, just about every race with the series these past couple of seasons. Go back up to this battle for 7th as Sale and Murphy, they were side by side for a moment. James able to hold the momentum on the top. Battle for 5th once again. Pete Dillon tries to get back into the top 5 in car number 7. And then back up front, Huntoon has escaped Rutherford, but I think it's going to be just a little too late here to catch Brian Hacker. He is absolutely rolling.
You know, it's just what you expect with Brian. I mean, he's just so talented in these cars overall. I mean, any track, the big tracks, road courses, intermediates, just anywhere you go, he's the guy to beat, in my opinion. And he's showing it here tonight.
Absolutely is, man. He comes in this one just looking. What's that?
He looked like he was trying to get a little bit of grip in the grass there coming out of turn 4.
And it's still good enough to be the fastest lap time on that particular lap. He's running 20.2. The next best was, I believe, a 20.3 from Rodney. So, yeah, he is absolutely flying here. Coming off turn number 4, looking for a white flag this time to cap off the season. Hacker's only raced a handful of races with us, but when he has, I believe he has just about won them all. I believe he got one win earlier this year, had a second-place finish his other time racing with us, but he's going to go down the backstretch for the final time here in car number 2 off of turn number 4. Nice and smooth, clean as a whistle, checkered flag. Hacker wins. Huntoon will finish second. Everybody else kind of spread out here. Rutherford third, Gross fourth, Dillon fifth, Sale sixth, I think. Yes, he'll get it. Sale comes home sixth, Murphy seventh. Colt Martin lost 2 spots there, Mike, in the last couple of laps. Colt Martin comes home 8th, Vining 9th, Toller 10th, and Reed just couldn't quite catch him. Reed Christensen will finish the season in 11th.
Oh, we got some contact at pit road. Dylan Sale and I think James Murphy.
Yeah, Dylan might not be too happy with him right now. James pulled that move that he did at New Smyrna. Oh yeah, let's do that. I'm gonna do that real quick. See what happened here.
Dylan's just coming down pit road here, and it was E-Dog.
It was E-Dog.
Elliott Vining.
Oh Lord.
I think that might be just a little post-race tomfoolery.
I hope so. I'm about to look at it here. Let's find out. Let's watch Elliott come down pit road in the 49 machine. Let's see. It might be a little this the end of the season. Nobody cares anymore kind of deal. Let's see what happens. He sure did gun it. Oh Lord.
I think, maybe when you hear from that 49 car post race, he's going to say that throttle stuck.
We're going to do it right now. We're going to drag him in here and put him on the spot. Elliott, what the heck was that about?
Which part?
The last part. The one where you just you straight up drove it into pits and took somebody out.
Just friends wanting to hurt friends.
Wanting to hurt friends. Good thing I thought you were gonna tell me the throttle hung.
No, it was working fine.
It was on purpose.
Yeah, it was on purpose.
Oh man, good season, Elliott. Hate that it ended like that for you.
Yeah. I think that.
Nope, get out of here. Not talking to you anymore.
Yeah, we don't care about ninth place.
All I wanted was to ask him why you wrecked him. So real quick, race fans, I know we came in late, but we saw pretty much most of the dominance here as this young man, Mr. Brian Hacker, takes his number 2 machine to victory lane. We pull him up into the booth with us. Brian, good to see you back, first of all. I believe every race that you've been to this year, I've had to work late and couldn't broadcast it. So good to finally run into you. And you get a win in the last race of the season here.
Yeah, it is good to hear from you guys. I've made, I think, 3 races this year, and this is the first time I've gotten to hear your voices, so that's that's good. But yeah, it's I've got a new baby, and just the schedule hasn't worked out all that well, and he went down pretty early tonight, and I was like, I should probably check the schedule and see. And I was like, oh man, it's the finale, and it's at Irwindale. I'm there.
Yeah, well, obviously, I'm not too familiar with this place, coming from a dirt background at all, but the racing looked, pretty intense there for a while. You and Andrew battling hard there. Rodney gets into the mix. Andrew, took the lead from you there at one point, but you were able to work back around him, and once those two started battling for second, you had to be looking in that mirror just licking your chops because you knew you'd have an easy escape there with about 20 to go.
Yeah, so you guys know I love dirt and asphalt, and this track feels like a combination of both.
That's exactly what me and Michael were saying. Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah, this is crazy.
It's an asphalt track, but it races like a dirt track. So I love it. I think it's a blast. There aren't a ton of asphalt tracks, whether it's on iRacing or in real life, that you can really run all over the track. And you can here, and they do it in real life too. If you pull up Irwindale videos on YouTube, they're running all over the place. So it's a lot of fun to run here. And yeah, I mean, Andrew gave me a run for my money there, and then I was going to cross him over, and next thing I know, Rodney's underneath me, and that's not what I was hoping for. We had a couple long green flag runs where we were able to stretch it out, but it was fun. It was fun to be able to mix it up like that. And I get good here when the tires get good, hot and greasy, and once they kind of cooked off a little bit, I was able to pull away.
Absolutely. Well, Brian, good to talk to you again. Real quick before you go, shout out any sponsors, anybody that needs some love, or anybody you need to thank for helping you out on that number 2 machine.
Yeah, first and foremost, thanks to, Reed, Michael, Thomas, the guys that put this league on. I haven't been able to join nearly as much this season, but hoping to get back into it here before too long. Thanks to you for doing these. It'll be good to go back and watch this one back. And as always, everybody on the car, Aberdeen Lodge, Carbon Junction, Narrative Coffee. So couldn't do it without everybody's support, and my wife sitting upstairs somewhere reading a book tonight.
Absolutely. Well, Brian, good to talk to you again. Congratulations on pulling off a victory here to end the season, and we definitely hope to run into you more in the future as we get prepped for season number 4.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Congrats.
So that was winner Brian Hacker up next. We'll do the full top 3 here. We'll have a talk with second place finisher out of the great state of Vermont, the 47 car. I believe this will be his first or second podium finish on the season, and he does it in a great fashion with a heck of a battle there with Andrew Rutherford. Rodney Huntoon, welcome into the broadcast booth with us. First off, Rodney, what a run there, man. It seems you were able to find speed in that 47 machine when a lot of other people weren't finding it there during that race there. I mean, what went into that heck of a run we saw from you, from battling there with Andrew to finally being able to get by him and put him into review for good?
Patience. We actually started out with a clutch issue. I figured that out real quick, and then I've been getting better this year with Brian Hacker's help and just being patient.
Absolutely. Well, the patience definitely pays off here. Brian's a guy that's really tough to beat. So to come out here and finish in a second place spot to end the season, got to do a lot for the momentum as we head forward into season 5? I think we're going to now.
Season 5.
Yeah,
yep,
yeah, season 5. So I mean, if you plan on racing with us, this has to make you feel really good heading towards that, does it not?
It does. It's been I didn't run a full season this year, but good competition here. It's been great running with everybody here.
Absolutely. Well, we look forward to seeing you next season. But Rodney, before I let you go and celebrate with your team down there, go ahead, shout out any sponsors, anybody on the car that you think deserves some love here for getting you on the podium to end the season.
Yeah, first of all, I'd like to thank Reed and the guys for putting this on and doing a great job. You guys for an excellent job in the booth, and I'd like to thank my sponsor, LaFawn Heating, Green Mountain RC, and Brian Hacker for all the driving coaching this year.
Absolutely. Well, Rodney, once again, congratulations on your second place run here tonight, and we look forward to catching up with you as next season begins, hopefully real soon.
All right, thank you.
Congrats, Rodney.
So that was Rodney Huntoon, second place finisher here, and I was looking for him, and he doesn't seem to be in a chat here. He was just a minute ago. Let's see if I can get our champion back up in here.
Yep. Our season 4 champ, Andrew Rutherford.
That was just weird for a second because I saw him in a chat down there waiting on us, and it looked like he jumped out, but we can officially talk about it because it is posted. Andrew Rutherford is the Season 4 champion. He beats James by a grand total of 32 points. Cole Martin finishes third in points. David Groves finishes fourth, and Elliot Vining rounds out the top 5. So, I mean, all in all, a really good season here. Of course, you did have those 2 drop races, so that played a big factor in it towards the end of the season. Michael, you end up 13th. I'm not picking on you. I'm not picking on you. I'm just stating facts
I
here.
know.
Like you said, you David Gross said he left. I'll do it, but no, I would love to have chatted with Andrew to get his take on winning the points championship with us for Season 4, but unfortunately, I don't think that is in the cards anymore. He might have had some real life stuff to do and had to jump out. But Michael, first I want to thank you for jumping in here and helping me out here tonight. Of course, we usually hear Matt, but I guess Matt didn't have the racetrack, so thank you, Michael. I will say that.
Yeah, I appreciate it, Ryan. I really appreciate you bringing me here in the booth. I know we had talked about it almost a year ago. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to make it then, but I've always been enjoyed kind of doing the broadcast and stuff before we officially got you in here to do it. And I hope I did well tonight. I'd like to be back. If I'm not in the race car.
I was about to say, if you're ever not racing with him, you are more than welcome to join and have a chat with me, or me and Matt, or just myself. It doesn't matter to me. But yeah, thank you so much. It's been a joy working with you. It's been a joy covering this season. But I guess, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to send you off into a land far, far away, and hopefully come back here in just a couple months for season number 5. Of course, all season I have been Ryan Williams. For Matt Pridgeon and for Mr. Michael Hall joining me tonight, this has been the final race of Season 4 for the Southern Outlaw Street Stocks, live from the Irwindale Motor Speedway in the outer ring. And again, tonight's winner was Brian Hacker, but your Season 4 champion was Mr. Andrew Rutherford. We'll see you next season, ladies and gentlemen.